Well, the Boeing door issue continues to grow for the fleet of Boeing 737 aircraft. It is Monday, the 22nd of January. My name's Juan Brown. You're watching the Blanco Lirio channel. And on Sunday, the FAA issued this statement and a SAFO, safety alert for operators. As an added layer of safety, the FAA is recommending that operators of the 737-900ER. Now, these are not the MAX versions of the 737. These are older 737s. Of these aircraft, visually inspect mid-exit door plugs to ensure the door is properly secured. The 737-900ER is not part of the MAX fleet, but has the same door plug design. In accordance with the safety management systems, operators conducted additional inspections on the Boeing 737-900ER following the loss of the mid-cabin door plug on the 737 MAX airplane on January 5th. And apparently, they found some loose bolts. And here's a copy of the SAFO released Sunday by the FAA, 737-900ER mid-cabin door plug inspection. Let's see. It pertains to this SAFO. This SAFO also recommends that operators perform key portions of the 737-900ER fuselage plug assembly maintenance planning document inspection tasks related to the 4 locations where a bolt nut pin installation is used to secure the door to the airframe as soon as possible. So it looks like they're just looking at the 4 bolt pins that hold the door in place. They're not as concerned, or this does not address any additional loose bolts found in the door assembly. As part of their safety management systems, SMS saves the day, some operators have conducted additional inspections of the 737-900ER mid-exit door plugs and have noted findings with the bolts during the maintenance inspections. Recommended actions. Operators are encouraged to conduct a visual inspection to ensure the door plug is restrained from any movement through the 2 upper guide track bolts and the 2 lower arrestor bolts. And they're recommending that you do this inspection regardless if it has been previously inspected recently. Okay, specifically, what are they looking for? What are they talking about? And again, see prior updates to this to get a full understanding of the mechanical system of how this door works. But they're looking for these 2 bolts at the top of the door. There's 1 bolt pin combination right there at the upper track assembly and there, and 2 bolts located down here at the lower hinge points, 1 there and 1 there. Here's a close-up view of the bolts at the top of the door. Here's the track guide fitting. This is the, again, this is the door side. This is the frame side of the airframe. There's a roller pin, or roller guide inside here, and they're looking at this particular bolt, nut, and cotter key arrangement that pins this bolt, again, pins this door from raising vertically. If that door can raise vertically 1.5 inches, it can depart the aircraft. And here's the bolts they're looking for on the lower portion of the door. Again, a bolt, a castellated nut, and a cotter key. So that's a drilled bolt, obviously. Pinning this door down onto these hinges and compressing this spring. But what's interesting is they're not finding, or they're not talking about these additional bolts that they have found loose on 737 MAX aircraft. So it looks like on the older aircraft, these bolts are coming in fine, but they're still finding troubles with these bolts. And one of the things I wonder is, look, this is a pin assembly. It doesn't need to be super tight. It just needs, you just got to make sure that cotter key's in there. And I'm surprised they haven't changed this system out with a metal locking nut instead of using this cotter key arrangement. To me, this looks kind of like a temporary shipping arrangement, but it sounds like that's the final approved assembly pinning these doors in. The 737-900ER mid-exit door plugs have an identical door plug design of the 737-9 MAX. It all gets confusing. Remember, Boeing kind of had to rebrand the MAX after the first 2 disasters, and now it's called the -9 MAX versus the -900, which is the earlier generation of 737s, the NG series, or Next Generation series. The Boeing NG series of aircraft were built from 1997 to 2019. And it included a whole series of aircraft from the Dash 600 to the Dash 900 and 900ER. It looks like the 900ERs, there's a total of 505 of those aircraft built. Now, to be clear, the 900ER series of aircraft are not grounded. On January 6th, the FAA put out that emergency airworthiness directive that grounded the 737-9 MAX aircraft that had these plug-type doors, but not the older generation of aircraft. And it says here the FAA also issued a Continued Airworthiness Notification International Community, CANIC, providing notice of pending significant safety action. Here's a 737-900ER, and here is the plug door that we're talking about right here. If you exceed so many number of seats, you need to replace this plug door with a regular emergency exit like you see here at the rear of the aircraft and here at the front of the aircraft. And of course, there's two more operational over-wing exits right here. Boeing has over 6,200 orders for the Boeing 737 MAX series of aircraft and has only delivered 1,420. So Boeing has a backlog still of over 4,000 MAX aircraft, and they're having all these troubles right now at just a production rate of about 35 aircraft per month, and they want to get this production rate up to 50 aircraft per month. So more fallout for Boeing, Spirit Aerosystems, and those airlines that are operating these aircraft at this time. As we get more information, more updates, we'll post them here. Thank you so much for your support, especially the folks over on Patreon that make this content possible. See you here.